Welcome back. Welcome back. It's your man, Doc Love, with Single Black Dating Tips. Here to give you some more relationship food. I know you've been following the site so far, and I thank you for all of your support. Of course, I want you to make comments. Let me know what you think about the videos thus far. Also, every like, every subscribe that you can give me is greatly appreciated. I value them all. So I thank you just for participation and just letting me know how you feel and how we can make this thing better, because really it's for the people, it's for you all. Just hit me in the comments, let me know. So definitely thank you so much. Want to get that out of the way, and basically I want to just kind of go over the videos that I've previously done, because I really want to go into another subject, but I need to kind of go back a little bit to just really get into it and get into this new subject that I have for you today. So first, we were talking about communication with intent. Just having intentional communication, finding out what that person's intent is, and then of course you understanding what your intent is with that person that you want to be with. And that's just going to break down a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of miscommunication, and just get down to, okay, do we like each other and why? What are we looking for from each other? Just getting right down to the business of what it needs to be. Then we also talked about being reciprocal in your communication and being reciprocal in your process, meaning it can't be a situation where just one person is doing all the relationship work. They're doing all of the loving, all of the, adoring, and all of the things that make the relationship work. It can't just be on that one person. It has to be both people giving. And what I want to say at this time, especially to that point, is that for my women, it's not to say that you have to do a certain thing, especially anything intimate, to give back to that person. It could be something that that person likes, or something that that person is into, meaning it could be maybe his favorite dish, or maybe it could be something that he really enjoys. Maybe it could just be doing a certain chore for him, or something that would just help him out in his day. So what I'm saying is, it's about you as the individual just finding out what this person likes, and if that person is giving to you and providing things for you, then this will be a way to reciprocate. This will be a way to say, hey, I appreciate the things that you're doing for me. Here's something that I know you would like that I could do for you. It could be buying him a book that he likes reading, or the type of books he likes, but it's a gesture. It's something that lets him know that there is reciprocation. I'm not just giving of my time. I'm not just giving of what it is that I do. She is also, giving, and that is going to be important to him. Very important, trust me. All right, third of all, we've gotten into talking about having a high expectation in the dating process, and not just in the dating process, but in the person that you're going to be dating or being in a relationship with as well. So just having a high expectation. Sometimes we don't realize how important that is. But really, if we go in with a low expectation, then how is it that we feel like it's going to result into something really wonderful or something really beautiful? So we must understand that our energy, our vibration, if we're vibrating on wanting and expecting something really great, or expecting a high return on this, then we'll get that a lot of times. And sometimes it could be the very key that causes a relationship that would have just been an average relationship to actually become a great one, because the expectations were great and the other individual that you're with understands that and they respond to that. So basically, all three of these tips, I've done this for a reason. It was a reason behind it. So the reason simply was, I wanted to put something together where, hey, if you take these three tips and you kind of apply them in a certain way, it starts a process for you. Now, one of the things that I'm very big on is the fact that dating, or how dating is today, can sometimes be problematic. We understand that oftentimes people want to feel like, hey, I want to be exalted. I want to know that the things that I care about, that person is providing for me or giving to me. I want to be served. And I think that's on both sides of the fence. But one thing that I think we really need to think about and maybe go back to, and this is kind of what I wanted to get into today, is thinking about going back to the time where we used to court, where we used to basically do the process of courting. And I know for some people, especially my younger people, it may not be something you all are familiar with, but give me just a moment or two for me to just kind of explain what that really means. This is a process where you really take the time to get to know the person that you're with. It's where you basically take out intimacy in the very beginning stages of the relationship. So it's a way to basically look at this from a standpoint of communication and getting to know the person that you're with, the person that you're dating, the person that you're interested in. Just getting to know them for who they are and just communicating with them, asking them questions, talking to them, seeing them in person and being around them, but in a way where it's comfortable, in a way where you're interacting, not in a way where you have ulterior motives and alternative things that's fueling the relationship. Case in point, because I have to go into it, it's very easy to fall for someone that spends a lot of money on you to impress you. But that could be that this person really is not that interested, or they have a ulterior motive for why they're interested, and they're using the fact that they have money in order to feed that ulterior motive that they have. Well, of course that works, and for some people that may only want that type of thing, it does work well. But for someone that really wants a real relationship, just someone giving financially would not be pleasing, at least not in and of itself. So that's one way that this can be perceived and taken. Of course, the other way would be intimacy. And of course, that goes both ways as well. It could be that not only the woman, but the man, or, either or, could look at it as, this is really the main thing that I want from this relationship. And let's just say the other person feels differently. Then one person is left feeling like this really didn't work out for the best for me. So what this does, if you do use it like it's supposed to be used, what this does is allow you to just get to know the very things that I talked about in the other videos. And that's why I want you to go back and watch those if you haven't. But it goes into the importance of understanding someone's intent. It goes into understanding being reciprocal, meaning when you're dating in the beginning, someone doing a nice gesture for you and you repaying that gesture really makes the person feel good, and really makes the person feel like, hey, this person's interested in me. I like this. So the reason why I wanted to talk about courting at this time was that I feel it's a very wonderful and important way that the dating process can begin, and it can cut out a lot of the heartbreak and a lot of the heartache and a lot of the disappointment and a lot of the letdown that happens oftentimes when people enter into a relationship, when communication is strained or it's a lot of miscommunication. Just taking the time to ask the questions that you need to ask, getting to know the person, understanding who that person is, their values, their principles, their morals, their character. These are the things that you really want to get to know. As it is, I'm Doc Love. I'm here to give you tips on being single, dating, anything that has to do with relationships. So just stay tuned to this channel. Always make comments, like and subscribe to this channel as well, and just continue to come back for more content.